from the business community, there's some pretty common, acceptable issues. One of them is infrastructure investment. It is one of the cornerstones of the Illinois economy is transportation. We have to invest in our roads, we have to invest in our bridges, we have to invest in our rails, we have to invest in our airports, so on and so forth. All of our issues were not resolved and fixed by finally passing a capital bill. And the one that bothers me the most, and that's because I happen to be very much interested in the integrity of the road fund, is that we're still borrowing money from the road fund, and perhaps most significantly, we passed a $30 billion capital bill, but most of the funding for that bill is going to be on user fees. Fees that traditionally had gone to finance roads and bridges that are now going to be used for all kinds of public works. I personally would like to see more commitment to the integrity of the road fund and the restoration of the road fund, and I think we have to fight that battle. A few weeks ago, I went to a conference in Chicago where the room was full of people wanting to talk about, listen, and learn about high-speed rail. 3 years ago, that same conference could have been held in a closet. I know because I was there. So the idea that the federal government is going to make billions of dollars available to promote high-speed rail in the country has got people excited because they're going to chase the dollar. The federal government, just because we had a stimulus bill, didn't really walk away from their routine reinvestment in roads and transportation. There is, or should have been, in this year, 2009, a new federal highway bill. I don't think that's going to happen. I think it's going to be pushed back into, clearly back into 2010. There's some combination or question about whether or not it's a 6-month extension or whether it actually gets past the 2010 election. We don't know that as we sit here and talk today.
What do you see driving the health plan? What's the health plan?
I don't know yet. I don't think we know until we see the feds finally drop it in our lap and say, okay, this is what we passed. Then I think there's going to be a huge shakeout as to what it really means. Right now, I think for the last almost 2 years, we've just kind of been marking time. I really think that employers have got to spend more time with the elected officials. You've got to go drink coffee with them. You've got to invite them to your place of work, walk them around, show them the facilities that are no longer open in your community. Show them where the jobs have been lost. Talk about the frustrations that you have about the cost of doing business.